quick poll for you guys. What's the longest you've ever waited in an emergency room? I have a story airing at 11 p.m. tonight about a Georgia veteran who says he waited 8 hours at the Atlanta VA hospital before he was seen. And he just straight up walked out after 12. I guess I'm curious how this compares to other hospitals. So if you've been to the ER lately, do you mind commenting below how long you waited?
Imagine fighting for your life and waiting 8 hours in a VA hospital. Let's talk about it, Battle.
Tonight, an 11 Alive investigates exclusive.
A Georgia veteran says he waited 8 hours in the Atlanta VA emergency room before ever seeing a doctor. He reached out to our investigates team for help. Savannah Levins has a story.
This is and hungry. Well, I was young then.
Rick Rayan proudly served his country.
Eagle Base.
Yeah, that's
Bosnia.
But when his health spiraled, he says the system meant to care for him didn't.
It feels like hell.
Rick joined the Army in 1999 and deployed overseas.
This was right after 9/11.
Today, he lives with debilitating gastrointestinal illness, sometimes so severe, he says he stops eating just to cope.
I have a chair that I put in front of the toilet with a pillow, and that's where I sleep at night.
On November 10th, Rick's VA physician sent him to the Atlanta VA Medical Center emergency room for urgent evaluation. His wife, Brandy, behind the wheel for the agonizing 2-hour drive from their home in Cleveland, Georgia.
He's doubled over in pain from stomach cramps.
What followed, they say, was hours of waiting with no updates.
I went up to the window. I'm like, man, we've been here 8 hours, and there's no one here. And she kind of smirked at me and said, well, most people wait 8 to 9 hours.
He took photos and videos of what looked like a near empty waiting room and conditions.
And guys, to let y'all know, I'm in Atlanta, and this is accurate. I done waited 8 to 9, 10 hours and came in. Mind y'all, I done came in overnight, because you would think that the hospital overnight wouldn't be so packed. But no, they still be busy. They still be busy, guys. So if you're planning on going to like the emergency room, through the VA, you might just want to go to your third party provider if you got one, or go to the emergency room, like hospital, not the VA hospital. And it's not the best, the VA, because the VA do got good programs, and the VA is good, but they do have they problems where it's like, yo, I can't believe on this behalf 8 to 10 hours to be seen while I'm potentially fighting for my life. But drop in the comment section below if you had to wait 8 to 10 hours in the VA hospital before. Let's continue.
He says are unacceptable.
The restroom floors were absolutely filthy. The whole hospital was just dirty.
After 8 hours, they say they were finally taken back, but the problems continued.
The bed sheets were so dirty, I didn't want to lay on them. The bed had a tag on it that says do not use broken.
Rick says the ER doctor provided Tylenol and ran some tests, then asked whether he had private insurance.
And I said, no, sir. He said, well, if you did, we'd send you somewhere else. And then he left. At that moment, I was in so much pain, I could have just laid down on the floor and died, and I think they'd have let me.
Eventually, he ripped out his own IV and walked out the front doors. 12 hours, he says, after they'd walked in. By then, it was November 11th, Veterans Day.
We got in the car, and my wife cried the whole 2-hour ride home. It was absolutely, I've never been so ashamed to be somewhere and treated like I was a burden.
And they have had 12 hours to get something done.
The VA declined our multiple requests for interview for this story, but did send an emailed statement saying, quote, although staff evaluated this particular veteran within 10 minutes of his arrival, the veteran had to wait several hours for a bed to become available as we attended to more urgent patients. We're also told the VA added 5 additional beds to the emergency department the same month as Rick's visit. We reviewed the latest inspection report of the Atlanta VA hospital, published in June 2025. It flagged multiple issues, including waterline breaks that flooded the ICU, non-functioning AC units, outdated medical supplies, and outdated policies on communicating test results. Rick says he didn't get his norovirus positive results until 6 days later in a brief 11 p.m. phone call.
I says, why did you wait this long? And he's like, well, I don't know, but we just want to let you know. Good night. Hung up.
Rick's symptoms continue to persist, but he says his trust in the VA system ended that day, leading him to move on to private insurance, something many veterans can't access or afford.
I'm just done with it.
So apparently, regarding the broken tag on the bed, the Atlanta VA says the handle was broken, not the bed itself. As for the delayed test results, the VA says its directive is notification within 7 days. They also said that he could have gotten the results sooner if he had not left the hospital against medical advice.
But at the same time, you guys got to think, like, you're telling me if I would have had to wait longer, you know, just to be seen is absurd. Like 12 hours is absurd. And then not only that, you still gotta look at the bed sheets. It's a lot of other stuff that's just becoming a problem on top of the problem that you went to the VA hospital for in the beginning. So I ain't gonna lie, every veteran should look into third party insurance, even myself, because I'm at this moment, I'm looking at third party insurance and I'm just thinking like, I know it's gonna be expensive, but better safe than sorry. I'm gonna be real transparent with you because it's the VA it got its good perks on what it could do for a veteran. So I'm not just gonna bash the VA. That's not what I'm doing. But you do gotta look at the downside of he could have potentially died, God forbid. Guys, now this next video we finna get into, this veteran is still at this moment fighting for her life. Let's talk about it, Battle.
A Danville veteran is fighting for her life.
Her father posted a video on Facebook asking the community for help when Veterans Affairs would not help them with her hospital bills.
ABC 13's Sarah Weitzman shows us where things stand tonight.
She's an Air Force veteran of 5 years. She's laying here with heart failure, fighting for her life, giving everything she got.
A desperate plea to help a mother of two who fought bravely for our country. Savali Kraft is on life support in Las Vegas, but her father says the issue started a month ago when she reached out to her local Veterans Affairs office.
She had thyroid issues and that she had an enlarged heart, and they told her to follow up. I think Savali had just so much going on and didn't have enough complications enough to feel like she needed to worry about it.
Sylvester Kraft says his daughter started having real symptoms a week ago, and that's when they checked her into the hospital.
Her heart went into heart failure because it overworked itself, and that they got her on several machines that's basically been giving her life support since she's been here.
Doctors said she must be transferred to Stanford University's hospital to survive. Initially, he said the VA would not cover the $73,000 transportation bill. So that's when he took to social media.
Save my daughter's life. Let this make national media. Send it to every media outlet you can send it to.
This video posted on Sunday reached folks from across the country. One of them called Virginia Congressman John McGuire.
I actually personally called the Secretary of Veteran Affairs, Doug Collins, and I've been on the phone with him about 4 or 5 times trying to make sure. And what I've got is I've got a guarantee that the VA is going to pay for everything to help make sure this veteran, his daughter, and her name is Savali Kraft, make sure that she gets transported to the right hospital.
Kraft says after Congressman McGuire got involved, the VA is now paying the entire bill. He tells me they're now just waiting for transportation to Stanford.
I'm just hopeful. I'm impatient. I've had my breakdowns as a father and as someone that loves my daughter dearly, and I'm fighting on her behalf. She will be there in God's speed.
In Danville, Sarah Weitzman, ABC 13 News.
Now, guys, given that she was fighting for her life and the first guy was also fighting for his life also, it makes you look at everything in a way where it's like, man, maybe got to get private insurance. Maybe got to start looking outside of the insurance that we already have with the VA, but not putting all our eggs in just the VA. And even with just dental healthcare, vision, your whole, just everything, we got to start probably thinking outside of the box, because this could have went left for both. And guys, I'm curious about her recovery. Like, is she still good? Because they still got her on life support. Guys, drop in the comment section below if y'all got any updates on this story. I haven't seen any new videos that's out, but if y'all know or seen anything on social media like TikTok, Instagram, or anything, drop in the comment section and let us know. Also, guys, it's a newsletter link that I just created today. And sign up to the newsletter link and send me videos that y'all will want me to react to. This is Mike Make Me Laugh, and see you in the next video. Peace.